In this episode, we're going to take a look at the newest addition to Zartan's family in the G.I. Joe Classified line. So, stick around. Hello fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name's Rob, and in this episode we will be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Zarana. Yeah, this is a character I didn't think that we would see this, I don't even want to say this early in the line, because it's been around for a few years. It's just we're getting a very slow trickle of releases within that time frame. I mean, it's hard to imagine when that first Snake Eyes figure came out. I mean, that was a handful of years ago. And yeah, that's crazy to think about. But anyway, this is Zarana, and if you're not familiar, this is Zartan's sister. Without diving too deep into things, I would love if eventually they release Xander, Zartan's brother. That Zarana and Xander were released at the same time in the same wave back in the 80s. So it would be cool if they released him too, but I can also see why they wouldn't, because I don't really think he's a, fan favorite. Anyway, first things first, let's take a look at this packaging.
Yo, Joe!
Okay, on the front we have, that's a pretty cool picture of Zarana. It's done in a very cartoony comic book style, but, it fits for the character. And on the side of the packaging we have, she's holding a pretty gnarly knife, and she has her awesome saw-bladed gun. Now, in the original toy, the saw blade was a lot bigger and kind of looked like a boat's propeller. So it's kind of interesting that they changed it for this version, and I guess it works out. Of course, the purist in me kind of but anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're looking at the artwork. Again, that cartoony comic book style, but all in all, it works. So, interesting packaging. And we have her leaping in action at the top, and a pretty nice, face shot at the bottom. So, without further ado, let's take a look and get some first impressions. Okay, first impressions. I'm liking what I see. I love the colors. It just pops so great. Just like the original OG character. In my opinion, the sculpting of the original figure really wasn't the best, so anything they could have done to that is a major improvement. And this classified figure is an improvement in every way visually. I love that up on her shoulder we have, it looks like either chainmail or it's like a glittery studded kind of thing. We have a wallet chain, which is neat. Some really nice details in the armor shoulder pad. And on the back of the armored top there. The jeans, we have that ripped look with the pink, like the original figure. Just really great. So, yeah, I don't think there's much bad to say about it. So let's take a look at her accessories. So her accessories, we have the awesome Dreadnok rifle with the saw blade. Sorry about moving that there. Just wanted to get a better view. With a removable clip. And like I said, it's really different than the original one, but it does a better job at retaining that it's a rifle with an augmentation. She also comes with a stiletto-like dagger, a pretty cool backpack that looks like maybe this steampunk-esque machete goes into it, and it has some red on it that maybe it's blood, maybe it's just colored, who knows? But she also comes with an alternate hairpiece, kind of like the Lady J figure, which I think was just awesome on Hasbro's part. So we'll take a look at this blade a little bit more in detail. I mean, on one hand, it looks like it could be like a muzzle loaded flintlock, or it's just some, gas powered blade, kind of reminiscent of like, it kind of reminds me of the chain swords in Warhammer 40k, with like, you can tell that there's like a fuel hose on it and everything. I'm sorry if it looks blurry, but yeah, it's really different. And I mean, like I said, it kind of has a stock that it could be a pistol, or it's just in gas powered blade for chopping fools up. Either way, some nice accessories, and let's see what they look like on Zarana. Okay, here she is, and I posed her this way so you can see that interesting bladed weapon is in the backpack. It fits very snugly, and it fits with the curvature facing out, which is interesting choice. We can see the gun here now with the magazine in place and the rotary blade there, and there's a small handle here that we'll try to see if she can hold on to. But just real quickly, this hairstyle is kind of a punky, mulleted kind of look, and I throw the other hairstyle on in the next pose. So with that, and she also has spurs, that's a nice little touch. But anyway, let's get to the next pose, shall we? Okay, for our second pose, we put on the second hairpiece, and it's more reminiscent of the original 80s hairdo that she had, as you can see. But she's able to hold the second handle, which I assume controls the saw blade. And sorry, I'm playing. That's the one thing I wanted to skip with these new videos. But yeah, the one complaint that I have is twice now her left arm has popped off at the socket. And I mean, to be completely honest, compared to like the last female figure we looked at, the Ninja, Zarana's got a lot of posability. I mean, we got the double elbow joints, the double knee joints, and it's really disheartening that even with all those in place, it popped off right here. Easy enough to put back on, no harm, no foul, but still kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool. The one downside of this hairpiece is these sideburn pieces, whatever you want to call them, were a real pain. They kept wanting to go up into the hairpiece or not go around the ears, and you just have to be patient so you don't break it. But yeah, I mean, I love the expression on her face. I mean, it's just a fun figure. Not that there's a ton of accessories, but they really use what they have. So let's do a final pose and wrap things up. So for a fifth time, this stupid arm has popped off. Like I said, no harm, no foul. It goes right back on, but yeah, it's still kind of a bummer. I mean, I don't know if I just got a bum version of Zarana or it's a common occurrence. Let me know in the comments if you've run into that issue. But yeah, I mean, like I said, all in all, this is a very fun figure. Not that it comes with a ton of accessories like the Crimson Guard or the ninjas or anything like that, but what accessories she has fits perfectly, and the colors just pop. I love the new hairstyle. Even though I'm a purist at heart, I just really like the newer hairstyle. And like I said, all of it together makes a very fun package. And yeah, I really dig it. And like I said, I hope that one day they'll do her brother, Zartan's brother, Xander. I mean, yeah, it would just be great to have all three of them. And I mean, to be honest, we need more Dreadnoks as it is. So yeah, I mean, bring it on. Bring them all on. If this is any indication of what they can do with the weaponry to make it look more realistic while still retaining that awesome, you know, steampunk slash Mad Maxy kind of vibe, I'm all for it. So can't wait to see more out of them. And yeah, happy to have her. And yeah, 2 thumbs up. Let's wrap this up. Like I said a couple times, this is just a very fun figure. And like I said, it's not that she comes with flashy accessories or, you know, anything super off the charts. It's just the whole package. The colors, the hair, the background of being Zartan's sister, being one of the first Dreadnoks that we got. I mean, super happy with everything. Other than the funky arm popping off issue, top notch. So let me know if you've had that problem in the comments, or I just got a weird factory glitch, or I'm just rough with my toys. Just let me know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.